Marry son or daughter. Yes, that means there's really nothing. There's absolute nothing extraordinary about Joseph. Joseph was just another son of who? Jacob. But why we say God overshowed Joseph favor? Why did he say God overshowed Joseph favor? You know why God showed Joseph favor? If you look Leah and Rachel, now which wife where Jacob really love as a prophet? Rachel. Now Rachel no be so. Yes. Sir. Rachel get many people and 2 people no be so. Yes. Rachel stay after the first fruits of Rachel. That one way Jacob love is so very mightily past all the other bigger handsome sons. Jacob say, I know say when my other sons and you guys are handsome. But my heart desire now Joseph, because Joseph is the fruit from the wife I love and a child of my old age. And because of the love, that natural love which Jacob beget for Joseph, what's happened? Because Jacob the prophet, he had favor now, his son Joseph, what's happened? God to start favor now that son Joseph. When you dey inside church, you are so very blessed. If you be say the man of God just see you, man say the man of God get pastors in the training. Then among the pastors in the training, you get a particular one where, and the most thing I say, if you be say the man of God and a prophet, then you had the only going out to a particular one. He had so much of a particular one. That particular one, whether the others they give passing or. This particular one, God will always favor you past the others. That's how it is. There was nothing extraordinary about Joseph. Joseph was a normal, any other normal child of Jacob. And because the prophet loved him, and God also loved him. Okay, what's happening now? God show you the prophetic future he desired. Not be so. Not be the pretty friend be around 12, 14, start dream play with. The stars, the sun and the moon, when their parents, they do it, they bow down before you, know be so. Even the past says so, even your past will bow down before you, are second God on earth. And then this guy, he don't call for trials and tribulation. The elder brother, they say, since we think so, will bow down before you, we'll kill you first. Before the time reach for you for bow down before you. They throw inside where it not be so. I know in those days when they want to dig a well, they give a digger at least 45 to 55 meters deep. So that if you get clean water for drink, especially for desert area. That well was dry, how this ground dry, so they put Joseph inside it for 3 days. Joseph too, he been a human being, just like how Moses was a human being. Joseph to be a human being. 3 days, no water, no chop. That was a desert. For night, cold it be plenty. For daytime, sun it be plenty. Then no chop, no water. And inside desert, any place where it dry deep so no, it be limited. We must meet up snake and scorpions them inside. So just like how God turned lions into the best friend of who? Daniel. Now so God turned snakes and scorpions to be the best friend of who? That was his first trials and tribulation. After 3 days, you know, end for day, they carry the guy, his very own brothers. They say for your other brothers. He brought brothers, they say to the Ishmaelites, who are the very brothers. They beat the guy severely, carried with him, his very own family, that they do it in, they say to foreigners, Egypt. This guy, they enter a foreign land at the age of 15 or 14, 17. Okay, master, at the age of 17. This guy, they enter, he leave Cameroon. They enter Togo at the age of 17 as a slave. If you imagine the trauma at the age of 17. But what's happened? The man who buy Potiphar, when it looked like the position of the governor or the vice president of Egypt. He bring the guy into the house. The guy presence any place with it because he keep himself in holiness. God use it for promote that house. And the Bible said, Potiphar say, Joseph, inside the house, take charge of everything except my woman. That was the first promotion, no be so. Exactly. And when that Joseph turned, he's a woman, and also you fine. Then you are about 48, I am just 17. Apart from that, I cannot betray my master and do what? And displease God. Because you won't give me freedom. Who your freedom? Who your skin? That was the second trial he passed through. And after he passed through, what happened? They present him before the king. Where he interprets the other point that dream way. This woman do it in. He put inside trouble, say, Joseph, one rape me. A boy of 71 rape some mommy for about 48. They put the guy inside the prison of the king. And inside there, even the head of the prison say, Joseph, the way God is to a touch and it succeeds. I don't want to work again. You now control the whole prison. So that is the school of humility. Jesus learned obedience from the things he suffered. No be so.
Yes, sir.
It means that Jesus started learning obedience. You see, when Elijah and Moses can strengthen Jesus, Jesus helped me understand why they be strengthening. Now in the Garden of Eden, now in the Garden of Gethsemane, where Jesus understand why these guys they believe for strengthening. The time kneel down there, Bible say Jesus feared so they he blood start drop waiting, tears of blood. It means they don't sweat, so they no sweat no day for sweat again. It remains for make his sweat start being a blood, only tension. Say how me God, this mere mortals way the only two way they know how to do now for the put chop the way they grow from ground. Naked me kill me the kind of dimension. Me God on earth. Jesus learned obedience of the things he suffered. Amen. Jesus learned obedience from the things he suffered. So that's the school of humility. The school of humility. So in this school, you know the time this school they come. So you know what I say, I prepare my pen and paper, I go attend lecture. No, in this course, the school they can meet up you for any place where they. And when this school meet up, you know, now your choice for either postpone the course of this school or for accept and pass through the trials and tribulation, they get your promotion. Amen. So there are two things like that. Now either you look for godfather or godmother in the school, godfather or godmother in the government, godfather or godmother in church, make them help you skip that trials or tribulation. Or you do it, you take off, you pass through that school of humility, you get your promotion. Because once you skip, if you say that trials and tribulation is being written in your book of records, anytime you skip now, it is being accumulated. So after the 6-7 years now, okay, or they just cancel. Then I just say no, I don't go fit. They tell God hate me. Now go for wish house. Now go for that jangle house where they say they cut people their finger, take their blood. Although I know it's not courtism, imagine going to listen to jangle, they give you money. Then your faith begins to fail because why? You don't accumulate trials and tribulation for years. Their neighbor said the school of humility.
The school of humility.
Okay, we'll enter our first case. We go to the book of Micah 6:3-5. Micah 6:3-5. We go to the book of Micah 6:3-5. Micah 6:3-5. He says it. The Lord says, my people, what have I done to you? How have I been a burden to you? Answer me. I brought you out of Egypt. I rescued you from slavery. I sent Moses, Aaron, and Miriam to lead you. My people, remember what King Balak of Moab planned to do to you, and how Balaam, son of Beor, answered him. Remember the things that happened on the way from the camp at Acacia to Gilgal. Remember these things, and you will realize what I did in order to save you. And you will remember what I did in order to save you. Tell your neighbor, say, before you sin. Tap your neighbor. They say, before you sin. Remember one of those good things that he has done for you. Yes. Before you sin, remember one of those good things that the Lord has done for you. Imagine, say, a young man asks, Father, bless me with a car, bless me with a car. I don't give family now. I need to get motor. Make my business succeed. So I can get motor. I feel the drive my family. If I don't date time, make my mom begin to drive my bringing them to school. That will over fine. God bless the guy with motor. Then the guy take the very motor, some fine SUV, like Infinity Jeep. The guy take the very motor, they come out for night. They take girls, they make girls and hop in, we don't marry it. Make girls and hop into the motor, we don't marry it. If you say what she don't, you remember, say, no, but now God give me money for buy this motor, no. If I take girls and make them hop in, so that make them begin to share venereal disease to me, maybe I begin to distribute them from my home and I find it, you go, please God. So you get Tronco phone where you don't get network, nothing. You say, God, I beg, bless me with network here. So I make I watch some good messages through my phone when I'm not busy. So that if even be here, I use even at 50 francs, I convert them to credit, I call my brother overseas. What's in a fine thing? If I'm for big connected to your family. God make us supposed to move 75,000, buy you 10 new Spark 7. Give for you. I know that if you ask God, not give for you. Now, it don't be now for midnight. Since we're empty and don't be now, you're set and where they tempt you. Empty and they tempt you, say, from midnight to 6, if you convert 1,000 francs to 25,000 francs and make calls. The whole night, your phone day for front. You used to make midnight prayer. You communicate with girls. In fact, you make 6 different calls at the same time, left, right, center. You answer by 6 o'clock. So you think, say now if you ask God, say God give you Android phone, you buy it for a good purpose. If you say God give you the Android phone, you say them for this purpose, you please God. No. Or use them to play game. You see a mature man be on top PlayStation 7, PlayStation 8 for 6 hours. They phone the hot. They may play for 15 minutes in the snow. But now I ask God for the phone. So before you sin, remember some things God don't do one for you. Look through the ability of what you want to use to sin. Remember saying, now God give me this thing. If always remember saying, now God give me this thing. You will keep yourself from sinning. Say some mommy get 9 picking them and they did succeed for school. Some say don't build house, mommy be so happy. Another woman will not get picking. Now he call a friend them. My friend on the camp, call other 7 women. The woman so na woman on a man picking. The man the Jerry married some other woman. Why just keep the woman? The woman are firewood for house now, no use. Now then when the time they be young, they just set themselves anyhow. Now who know they again? Either one hold that man childless. If you should not remember, say some other people they get like 17 picking them, all them be useless. The only way know for life now smoke cigar, follow woman, rape, all that thing. They all picking them. You get 5 picking them because you worship God. God makes sure say they come up in a God-fearing way and they be composed. If you remember saying that God even give you the beginning in the first place, and that God composed them for live a good life. When you look that woman, they pray for you. The neighbor say, before you sin. see, I teach on a practical Christianity. And now can you I get some teaching where that teaching it be reserved for prophets them. That will minister power here on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
What's man come just teach you now? Make it teaching sink inside unamuna karangwas because this teaching you will remain with you to the day you die. This teaching, the school of humility. You will always pass through the school of humility or get promotion to the day you die. They are never say before you sin.
Before you sin.
This way no be on a maybe some kind. I beg me make God help me to do life. Before you sin.
Before you sin.
Before you sin.
Before you sin.
Remember the good thing.
Remember
that the Lord has given you. Through which you want to use to sin against God and against your neighbor. The thing that God did tell the Israelites here, and I saw God did talk for we. All time he had always been open for embrace we. My people, what have I done to you? How have I become a burden? God asks, may mortal way. If he be say, take your one finger, press in middle head, you don't die. Say, how have I been a burden to you? Now this thing makes Satan. Lucifer told look God say, why do I like this thing? This thing they are just dust. When you don't even reach half the bliss way give me, you don't even like the people them pass me. Although you like me pass all angels and forever, you don't like it being them pass, I don't like them. God say, stop for the stop for the harbor, jealousy, and envy for your heart. Now so it leads to pride, they take it out of heaven. And this Satan, they fight by all means. This useless dust and arches, when God over like I'm saying human being, and must follow me enter hell. You guys should be sinning. And you will die in sin. Tell your neighbor, say, I can never die in sin. Okay, the second case study will take the case of Moses. Amen. You know, if you look at very well now, why can't we pass away? When I teach on humility, God did bring this man, the case Moses, no be so. I don't take on our Bible. I want just gist to now because that's why I'm going to repeat them here all time. I want to just tell you about this man Moses. Now, if you look Moses, in the first 40 years of Moses' life now, Moses was the king of Egypt, not Pharaoh. This guy Moses, he was the king of Egypt, not Pharaoh. When Moses got fight war, he the kind of title they give for Moses. God give me some for you. Keeper of the royal seal, conqueror of the Egyptian host, best friend of Pharaoh, prince of Thebes, prince of Memphis. Then they say now a man of mud. See, then now Egypt be the rule the whole world then. This North America and South America, you know, they exist. Those two countries, you know, they exist. And then come last. Now Egypt be the rule the whole world then. I imagine say the king may be the rule the whole world. Moses will be one of the beginning the way take him like his own because he see Moses as his son, not be so. Moses and Ramses, one of the two sons of this king, they got the highest school in the world. You know, some machine they where you build house, if you use that machine for determine how many years with the house will stay, not be so. Some other machine they know, if you basically carve a statue, if you use that machine for determine how many years with that statue will stay, not be so. Exactly. Now, they discovered that machine 400 years ago. But more than 8 million years ago, Moses will go school. Moses will build Pharaoh a city. They call him Seth's glory. Then he carved a statue. Wait. He take the image of Pharaoh. He said to honor you for 1,000 years. Moses, God don't give wisdom before that time. Say, if you build something, then God gives some wisdom. How if you calculate, say, no, this thing so as I don't build them, this thing so it will last for 100 years, it will last for 200 years. Only the school will go. And they say it today, you see, all the, you say, as times they go, modernization they enter, no be so. You see how the architect they build them, but they tell you say, till today, that city where Moses build them for Pharaoh, they don't know how he start the foundation. They don't really know how the man build this city. They don't know. You know, I must say the best one I know the Bible said, He over get sense now Apostle Paul no be so. Paul get sense because Paul right. But I will tell you something. When it comes to God's generals in the Bible, the one with the God's code they get sense now. The first na Moses, the second na Paul now. But Paul come like number 550 million for Moses back. I must say, when they read Bible, when I say Moses was a stammerer, people they laugh. So you can stammer yourself when you go scribbles as some illiterate. Moses became sense past Paul like 1 million times when it comes to education. And even the thing where you do in the Old Testament, you cannot be compared to what Paul do apart from the writings we write and for people that salvation. Amen. Yes. So for those first 40 years of Moses' life, Moses was a wonderful. That means even the girl where they get, when the king don't go, don't get sons in, they find the most beautiful girls in the land. They take them. One, when now he can be the wife of the person who will succeed the king among his sons. He gets some eunuchs and when they do it, they take care for that girl. They increase the beauty, make it go. So that as the boy grow, they get to the grow, they know the man. But they never choose the next king where they come. But they get say, no, the person must marry Moses. When Moses go come back, the whole Egypt wake up.